Hey, what's up guys? It's Apollo here. Hope you guys are doing well, and today we are playing Total War Warhammer. And of course, this is a custom map. It's honestly the only way I'm going to play this game. And this map is called Barak Varr, or Barak Varr Inner Port. It looks really cool. Obviously, it is a port, so we got some cool like mountain fortification where there's, a port under the mountain. And it's just awesome because the ships, it's just a really unique map. Now, it's a bit choke pointy because, it's mostly bridges that lead to different sections of the port. But even though there's a lot of, even though there's choke points, there's a lot of them. So it's pretty dynamic battle where you got fights in multiple different locations. You can see here on the mini map the different bridges you can cross and locations. Also, look at the spawn points, the different deployment zones that the attackers can form in, which is pretty solid. It's pretty cool that they can attack on multiple different flanks. And then, of course, the dwarves are holding this very beautiful port. It is quite gorgeous. And, of course, the Greenskins have to show up and ruin the day and try to destroy this beautiful place. But there's one thing I want to show you really quick. We saw it in the intro. Where is it? Where did we start off in the intro? I don't know. This place is very confusing. Let's see. Oh, here we are. Okay, so it's this statue right here. Look at this. Raising the roof. He's literally raising the roof. That is awesome. I had a little laugh when I saw that. I was like, yeah, he's going at it. So, all right, let's look at these army comps, and then we can get started with the fight. So we'll start with my army comp. So I'm playing as one of the dwarven armies, and it is a little dark in here. I apologize. I tried to lighten it up a little bit, so hopefully it's not too bad. But I've got about 4 units of the longbeards with great weapons. In the back, I am bringing some rangers with great weapons. I originally thought these rangers were bowmen. I thought they had like composite bows, but they're actually an axe throwing unit. But they do have great weapons, so they're not going to be, I mean, the axe throwers are pretty solid, so whatever. I just thought they had longer range. And then I've got some hammerers. In the back, I do have some miners with blasting charges. And then way back here, I have some slayers, which should take out the monsters of the Greenskins. So my army's in 3 different parts. My next army, or the next part of my army, is actually located right here. It's just like a reinforcement force. I've got some iron breakers, hammerers, 2 units, and more slayers. And then way over here on the other side, I do have my main defense. So I've got a catapult. I've got the goblobber grudge thrower watching one flank. And then I have a small force of rangers with great weapons once again. In the back, I do have more longbeards and some more iron breakers, which are great at holding the line. And then back here, I have another grudge thrower. So looking at my ally's army, he is also playing as the dwarves. He's got some dwarf warriors. He's also bringing some longbeards. He's got some crossbows in reserve. Defending this other side, he is fielding some more longbeards, just 1 unit. And then he's got this ghostly character, King Loon Ironhammer. You feeling all right, man? You look a little pale, so that's pretty cool. He's got a ghost on the battlefield, I guess, or something going on there. And then over on the other side, he's got more longbeards. So it looks like he's mostly bringing longbeards. He does have some thunderers, which is a gun unit, of course. Some dwarf warriors with great axes, so nice, nice like high damage. And then back over here, he does have some forces. He's got some warriors of the Dragonfire Pass. Wow, what a name. Flaming battle axes. That's awesome. And then back here, he does have a runesmith, and he does have a couple grudge throwers and more crossbows. So that's the heart of his army, and really, that's pretty much it for his forces. So let's now move on to the attackers. So the Greenskins, I don't know where one army begins and ends, so we'll look at them as a whole. So the Greenskins, he's got Savage Orc, Boar Big Guns, and of course some Black Orcs on the battlefield. 3 units of Savage Orc Big Guns, a giant over on this flank, and then he has another small force that's going to attack the other side. He's got some Orc Boar Chariots. Back here, he's got Savage Orc Arrow Boys, and he's got some more Black Orcs, which again is the best infantry, or at least one of the best infantry. Here's another giant in a Ragnarok. So they are bringing some monsters, which is going to be great for my slayers. Over in this small corner, it's a large force of Orc Big Guns, which is another, steady, solid infantry force for the Greenskins. Here's another giant in Ragnarok. Lots of goblin rock lobbers. So he's got about 4 units of them. One of the rock lobbers is a special unit. It's the Hammer of Gork. Back here he's got some Squig herd, and then he's got some night goblin archers. Here is Grimgor, his general, and then we have an orc shaman right next to him. And then he's got more, well, he has black orcs, one of them being the Crimson Killers. And then way back here he's got some orc big guns. It's really dark over here, I apologize. And then back over here, the final flank, we got some Broken Tusk mob, and we've got some, look at these guys, night goblins on squid hoppers. My goodness, that is wonderful. And then here is some Durkit squids, which is another special unit for the night goblin squid hoppers. So there you have it, guys. We can now start the battle. Alright, so it starts, I believe, over on this side. So, you know, the first thing I noticed, I was like, oh god, he has a ton of artillery. So he could easily just sit back and just destroy my forces. So I was a little concerned about that. But then I noticed, look at this, he's sending up his monsters without any kind of infantry support. So he's got no infantry support. This, you know, these guys are monsters, right? Like they're tough. By the way, the giant just got hit in the crotch there with the boulder. But yeah, the monsters, they're tough. But when they're by themselves and they're getting focused down, they're not gonna last too long. They're not gonna do so hot. So here comes the Arachnarok, which, by the way, this is the Queen Arachnarok, the Arachnarok Queen, which she can spawn little spider minions during the fight. So I guess you could consider that some infantry support. Also, of course, they have the archers on the little saddle thing that's on the spider. But here we go. Look at this. All the axes coming in, ricocheting off the skeletal system of this Arachnarok. And now it's going to pour in and go after the Dwarf Warriors, who are going to be a bit of a buffing zone to try to protect the more deadly Rangers who excel at, you know, throwing their axes, causing issues. Oh my god, and the Iron Breakers throwing their explosive charges. Meanwhile, on the other side, same thing. We got the Arachnarok going in first, but thankfully, they are setting up some infantry support. So here we go. Look at this, guys. Oh, yeah. Look at that infantry coming in. They're going to charge in and support this spider. This is going to be a big issue because we really don't have that much. Well, hold on. Look at the massive break here. The artillery in the back causing these black orcs and the orc big guns to break very quickly. Look at that. That's just a prime target for this artillery. My goodness. Back over on the other side. Yeah. The monsters got focused down. They're like, what the heck, man? Why did you not send up the infantry? Oh, and the giant is dead. He has fallen. Rest in peace. Just a misunderstood creature, just looking for someone to love. It's a very lonely place as a giant. I would know. I'm 6'6". All right, no, I'm not. Whatever. Okay, so yeah, this video took an awkward turn. All right, so the Longbeards still doing a really good job. I mean, Longbeards are a good unit, especially with the support of the Slayers. I sent over some of my Slayers. This is my reinforcement. Now I'm dropping bombs on some of the orc big guns, and just like that, that flank has shattered. So let's do some slow motion because there's a lot of fighting going on, multiple spots. So we got the other Arachnarok charging into some Longbeards, again holding back a ton of orcs and monsters with one unit of Longbeards, which is really quite impressive. Back on the other side, though, I've got this small force defending, and look at this. The Chariots of Justice are going to just punch a hole into my first layer of defense, going straight for my Rangers with their great weapon. So unfortunately, how are my Rangers winded? Like how, I mean, the fight only just begun. How are they winded? That's insane. So the Chariots causing a lot of issues. Thankfully, he's not moving them around. He's leaving them in prolonged melee, which is like the best scenario possible trying to fight these Chariots. And just look at the cinematic surrounding of this map. Just seeing the water come down, and it's great. It's wonderful. So he's got some Dwarf Warriors with great weapons. It looks like he is going to be setting up some reinforcements, or getting ready to send up some reinforcements. Over on the other side, we are victorious here thanks to the, oh my god. Okay, so thank goodness. I thought I missed something really cool, but I did not. So this is where he sends in his general by himself. So yeah, he sent in Grimgor because Grimgor's just a BA. He's just like, I'm going in alone. But thankfully, he is retreating him, getting him back to the Arachnarok. We do have 2 Arachnaroks. This one was the one that broke earlier, but it is back for more action. And what I'm gonna do here is that I am waiting for this massive orc force. Well, first off, I'm destroying them with, tons of artillery, but I am gonna wait for them to get in position to blob up. And then I'm gonna send over my gyro bomber, which I forgot to show you during the army comp phase. Here it comes, guys. So we're gonna watch from the gyro bomber point of view, and I'm gonna be dropping some freedom bombs on these bastards. So here we go. I'm going through the wall right now. Don't question it. And I'm gonna, there's a huge blob right here. There's no archers in sight. At least I don't see any archers, so it's not gonna be a big deal. There we go. Get some shots off. This gyro bomber pilot is just licking his lips at this point. He's like, oh my god, there's so many orcs to kill in so little time. Ready to drop some freedom on these bastards, on these commies. All right, so I'm gonna wait in place. I don't know why it's taking me so long to. There. Oh well, there's more artillery shots. Maybe I'm just waiting for them to commit more. But that's fine. I'm using up my turret ammo. Oh, there goes the arrows. That's not good. There we go. Now I'm dropping some bombs. That was a miss. There's another one. Okay, come on. We can get juicier hits than that. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Dropping the bombs. Dropping the bombs. Come on. What's happening? What is this? Finally. So I'm probably microing other places the battlefield. To be honest, I remember this bomb droppage to be a little bit more juicier. I don't remember it being so, like, it just looks like I'm go for the center. That was pretty good. That was, what? I swear, I remembered it differently. Like, I remember getting way more hits than that. All right, so let's zoom out. I'm gonna get my gyro bomber out of there. I did some damage though, so I can't complain. So yeah, it's retreating out of there. Obviously, it's done its job. There's no need to stay over there. And we are holding this huge horde of orcs led by Grimgor. Look, he's right in the front line, just swinging his great battle axe against our ranks. So, yeah. It's a pretty good situation so far. But over here on this side, I mean, it's pretty close. They're slowly chipping away at the defenses. And then back over here, I had to ask for some support from my ally, who's now sending over reinforcements to this side. He actually has Barak Varr Iron Hammer, so he's obviously he's a general, I believe. So yeah, he's a thing. He's decked out in some nice armor. And then what do we got? A runesmith. All right, so I'm just getting chewed up by archers. So I decided, you know what? I'm not gonna sit here and die like this. I'm gonna push forward. Oh my god, look at the arrows coming in from these orc arrow boys. There we have it. So I'm going under the wall or the floor. What the heck? So yeah, I'm pushing out, trying to kill the black orcs, but not a good situation. A lot of my long beards are breaking pretty quickly. But thankfully my ally is sending in some support, and hopefully we can chew up these black orcs so I can get to these archers in time. Or worst case, they'll just use up all their ammo, and hopefully we win on this side, which is still really close, guys. I mean, this is just a massive mosh pit for this choke point. Artillery hitting from both sides. It is just a mess. Flying dwarves, flying orcs. I was really concerned. When we first started this battle, oh, nice hit there. When we first started this battle, I was like, okay, they're setting up their giant and their Arachnarok right away by themselves. This is going to be an easy match. I don't really consider that a well thought out strategy. But then, just I don't know, just the orcs are tough. So their infantry is turning this one around, and of course Grimgor, who's close to death, he's pretty close, about 25% life in him. Oh, now we got the ghostly ghost of going in, ghostly ghost of justice. We got a great fight. He's like, what is this? What is this? Some kind of ghost? That's how Grimgor sounds for sure. But a massive breakage here. Yeah, they just cannot withstand all that artillery hitting these ranks. I mean, he really blobbed up a lot of his infantry, and I'm pretty sure most of his artillery is out of ammo. I think he's probably got a couple more shots left in him, but that's really not going to be enough as we rally. Look at this. A lot of my dwarves are coming back from breaking. They will join the fight once again, and we're holding quite well. And of course, I've got my gyro bomber who's shooting through the walls, but don't question it. It's all right. It's fine. And I have my lord here, my general. He's helped fought for that front line. So an epic matchup at that choke point. Over on this side, let's see what's happening here. Uh-oh, so this is not good as well. The dwarves are being pushed back. One of the longbeards are breaking. He still has a dwarf warrior with great weapons, but I don't know if it's going to be enough to hold these guys back. It's going to be pretty close, guys. It's going to be extremely close. Another shot, more incoming artillery. So I think at this point I turned my artillery. That could be my allies' artillery. No, this is my artillery. I turned it over to this side to try to focus down what's left of this army, because this is, we're holding with a thin line of dwarves, and look at that, just like that, they're breaking away. They're running away. He's not breaking, he's telling them to run away. That's okay. I don't know why though, because these guys are wavering, so you think you would continue to fight them and completely break them off the battlefield. Over on this side, we're getting crushed. The archers are just too much. We've killed the black orcs, but now we're taking on some savage orcs who are just ripping through our ranks. We've got some spells going down. We do have the general over here. Uh-oh, what's this? Uh-oh, big mean giant coming this way. And the Slayer is holding back in reserve, it appears. I was probably microing elsewhere once again. I mean, this battle was so intense on so many different areas that it's hard to, like focus on every area. So you're going to make these mistakes here. But the good news is that the Giant is headed straight for my Slayers. My Slayers should do pretty well against this Giant because that's what they're known for. They slay beasts of the old world. And the Giant is certainly a beast, but he is doing a lot of damage to my Slayers, which is unfortunate. But the Giant is still very healthy, very strong, has lots of health in him. We do have some reserves going in. He's pushing up his Warriors of the Dragonfire Pass. Oh, God. What's wrong with you? I think my Slayers, they're still in the fight. I think Slayers have infinite morale, right? Pretty sure. Not 100% sure, but this is definitely a fight that we are losing. And his general is surrounded over here. Who's just taking? He's like, is that all you got? Is that all you got? What the heck? There he goes. He's finally fighting back. Who threw that piece of paper at me? Just standing there taking it like a champ. Alright, let's go back over to this side where the dwarves continue to hold with thin number of troops, just butchering what's left of this greenskin army. And my bomber is making sure these guys do not return. So I'm constantly just trying to chase them down, because oftentimes in Warhammer, units break and come back pretty quickly. So I'm trying to make sure that they don't come back. You can see that some of them are coming back, but at this point they're so timid that they're probably gonna break as soon as they get close to the dwarven infantry. And we're still trying to take on Grimgor, who's doing a duel between, oh my god, the legend. Oh, please don't be dead. I was gonna say, if this dude can defeat Grimgor, he would be a god. He would be a champion. So Grimgor's now the main infantry force, and the Night Goblin archers are gonna support him from the back. Oh, what is this? We got a runesmith hero going in. And I guess we're just ignoring Grimgor? Like, what? I think something strange is going on with this replay. I think something very strange is going on here. I don't remember the battle turning out this way whatsoever. Yeah, look at this. They're just completely walking by the general of my allies' army. What What is going on here? I don't understand that. So he's retreating his forces. This I do remember. My ally is retreating his forces because he realizes this is a lost cause. The Greenskins have won this section of the fight, but the good news is that we are winning elsewhere. Like over here, I had some reinforcements go in after these savage orcs. You remember these orcs that were breaking earlier? They actually broke and came back, and they became another problem. I thought this fight would be over by now, but it was still a big issue. So now my hammerers and iron breakers are chasing them down, making sure they don't return. Here comes a rally from the Greenskins, once again trying to take this choke point, but they are having no luck whatsoever. And this is my lord. I'm trying to get him out of the... Oh, come on. Oh, he's clearing a path. Come on, Lord. Get out of there. Lord. Lord. I'm Lord. Come on, get out of there. He's wavering, though. Oh, wait, no, that's my runesmith. Sorry. Runesmith, Lord, whatever. They all look the same. Those dwarves. Long beards. Short. Alright, so here's the charge of the long beards. Once again, taking on the black, or the orc big guns. Not the black orcs. They took down my gyro bomber. Unfortunately, the pilot's in there dead. Or he's pretending to be dead. He's like, oh, please. I'm dead. Just stay calm. Just stay calm. Could you imagine? He's just pretending to be dead. He's like, oh, God. All right, just play it cool. Play it cool. It's like goblins walking on his face. He's like, oh, please go away. Go away. That's awesome. Alright, so we'll head back over to this main fight. Once again, the dwarves, look at this. We got plenty of troops holding back these forces. The balance of power is really even. It's close. Anyone can take this game. But I'm feeling good about this fight because we've broken most of these units. And look, he's committing a lot of his catapult crew into the fight. So it's not, he doesn't even have, you know, a lot of proper infantry in this front line. So they should break pretty quickly. We also have some of our skirmishers in the fight. But that's okay. Look at that massive break. They're like, oh crap, this is done for. We're not going to take this port. We need to fall back to the Badlands and live out our lives in a peaceful manner. But, you know, Greenskins are going to do that. So, yeah, a lot of forces falling back. But it's, again, it's just the constant falling back, rejoining the fight. But hopefully with the breaking troops, they will break the rest of these forces as they run by, you know, cause fear amongst the ranks. And now we get ready to make our final stand for what's left of the Greenskins. Once again, the balance of power is dead even. They still have a lot of forces over here. And I guess this fight's still going on. I guess he didn't see the dwarven general and he was like, oh, there he is. Maybe I should kill him. But he does have a giant. He does have some savage boar boys over there. And he's got another giant headed over this way. So I don't think that's a good idea from the Greenskins, splitting up his forces like that. I think he should stay as one solid force, so this is going to be pretty good for us. I'm now retreating a lot of my infantry over to this side, getting ready for their final attack. I'm feeling pretty good at this point in the battle, so I think we're going to be able to hold this off pretty well. Oh, now we got artillery coming in. This is excellent. This is fantastic. Exactly what we need. The black orcs are getting skirmished down from afar. Much better to kill these black orcs from a distance than up close in melee, because that's where they thrive. So they yeah. So I think my ally has some leftover artillery, which is fantastic. Oh yeah, he's got tons of ammo considering it's the late game. Here comes another volley. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Kill these orcs. Kill them dead. And make sure they don't come back again, because they'll be dead. Here comes another shot. Yep. Oh, yeah, that's going to seal the deal right there. So they're getting chewed up by the artillery. Over on the other side, I noticed that he still had some troops here and the giant. So that's not a good thing. I don't really have a lot of forces because I'm so focused at sending all of my reinforcements over to this side because I was so worried about the black orcs, but they're not even making it across the bridge. They're not going to make it, guys, because the artillery is just destroying their dreams. Here's another volley. Excellent, excellent. Cause them to break, make them waver. And look at this. I'm going to send in my... He's like, I'll fight them all by myself. You know, he's looking all tough now that he knows they're wavering. So there goes the charge. Come on, yeah, charge in. Use your abilities. He runs right through the first unit. He wants to go back deep in enemy lines. Runs by more. He's like, ugh. Who's worthy of fighting? Who will fight me? Oh, of course, he goes for the archers. Okay. Oh, nice. Kicking people. Yeah, get him, Runesmith. Get him. And, what? Okay, I guess the battle ends. So, yeah, okay. Jackie Fish was telling me about something that the custom maps caused the replays to end a little bit differently. That definitely, there were some things that I do not remember. So, I think the replay was a bit corrupted, I guess. But that essentially is how the battle ends. They instant break at pretty much at that point. So they just didn't have enough to push through the choke points. I think they could have if they were a little bit more patient and used their artillery, then moved up the monsters and infantry. But overall, it was a pretty fun battle and pretty close considering how it started. So let's end the replay and look at the results here. And oh yeah, look at this. We all got 0 kills. Yeah, this replay was corrupted, but nonetheless, hopefully this gives you a good point of view or a good view of this map. And that's just one of the things you have to deal with. Hopefully in a future patch they fix this issue, because the custom maps are causing some issues with like I think they've been kind of stuttery and like for recording purposes. Maybe not. Maybe that's just my system. And also the replays don't end exactly as they should. But it was still pretty close, so that's why I'm gonna upload this one, because I still think it was pretty fun. So yeah, here's the kills though. So actually, no, it doesn't show you kills. Okay. Alright, so yeah, there you have it, guys. That's the end of the replay. Thank you to all the players who joined me in today's fight. It was really great fun. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like, a comment, share, and of course subscribe for more epic battles. Thank you guys. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time.